Surprise, everyone. We're back.
Oh my god, you can't. Oh, well, I was gonna say, oh my god, Isaac's not here, but he's here now, so,
Yeah.
I done bamboozled myself.
I can say whatever I want. Anyways. Welcome back to another episode, a surprise episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits on a Tuesday.
Tuesday
Literally
cow
insane.
time?
Tuesday cow time?
Tuesday cow
What?
time.
But coffee's, you know what, Coffee, you're entirely right. It's time for Bits, Crits, and the Red Pits.
It's true, it's true. That do be what we're doing.
Let's see what kind of emotional damage I can throw onto my players today.
It's trauma o'clock. I really want Elliot to have to do the recap today because I want to hear it from evil Elliot's perspective.
Isaac, are you good with that?
That would be amazing. Sorry, we're struggling with the salsa can right now.
Oh, I see.
So we're muted and just like, ugh. None of us can do it.
Anyways,
we don't need the carbs.
I mean, you can still have the carbs. The salsa isn't the carb. Just eat the chips.
Raw chip is disgusting.
Eat
I
them
refuse.
dry like a man.
I am clearly not.
Well, you know, fair enough. Eat them dry like a monster.
That is what monsters do.
Mm-hmm.
that do be how the monsters do.
Eat dry chip and lie.
Doobie doobie doo.
Doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba. Harry. Elliot. Evil
Is that a platypus?
Elliot.
Yeah, there is.
We just
No, say the right name. Elliot and then Arendelle. God.
God, you know what? You're totally right. I don't know how I fucked that up so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Arendelle. Whose name I now need to look up how to spell again so I can
It's
put it
like
on the fucking...
Frozen City.
Why didn't you just make a second name?
Oh, Sky. That's far too simple and less
You
convoluted.
literally just duplicate it. Dear God. How have you survived this long?
Control C, Control V.
Yeah. Where the fuck did you send me your name? There it is. I like how we're rolling for this, but I'm gonna make Isaac do it anyways.
I think it was EHRINDEL.
I got it. I found it.
Pretty sure that was it. There might have been some extra.
It's ENDIL. His last name is Dill.
That's bully.
His last name is Dill, like the pickle.
I like that we got like just a moment of Isaac yelling, "That's bullying," but it didn't even fully come through.
Yeah, we're being careful with who's on mute since we're sitting next to each other.
All right, Arendelle, give us your evil recap.
'Twas but a fortnight ago when I caught myself a commander in the armies of the Minotaurs. It is suspected that this commander knows a great deal about the secret armies the Minotaurs possess, or at least we theorize they possess, as no civilization could have such a small army while holding so much control in the past years. Now, we of course had to go to the ends of the earth to guarantee that we extract this information. I, as a personal note, have also received a betrayal from what I thought to be a close friend, as she turned on the nation we all love so much, attempting to first save a thief robbing us of our tools of war, but also abandoning the cause altogether. We suspect to flee south. Both have been imprisoned in our top-of-the-line prison.
You done? I'm just making sure you're done.
Top of the fucking line, he said.
Top of the line, literal pit.
Yep.
You know,
Okay.
Slaps hand on top of prison. This baby'll take you far.
This baby will give you trauma. Slap him.
You know, now I know that Isaac and Bane have the similar idea about the ideal prison. It is but hole in ground. Alrighty. Anyways, let's kick right off where we left off. Lyra and Noozin,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and roll me initiative.
Initiative. Okay.
We're getting right into it. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Hmm.
Oh, I just realized. Oh, wait, no, you can see it, PT. That's right. I forgot. It always privates the...
Oh yeah, did that for me too.
Yeah.
Well.
Combat scene. Combat scene. Combat music. Gotta pull up combat music.
PT is a very prepared DM. He had all day, and he definitely thought about it all day.
Woke up at 4
All
o'clock.
day. Yeah, well anyway, while we're waiting, Isaac and I went on a hike. We saw a moose.
Dang, you guys always do be seeing mooses.
We do saw a moose.
You do sawing mooses. Also, on the battle screen, I feel very lonely. I'm so far separated.
Oh, so sad.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was great though. It was.
Mhm.
We went kind of long. I don't know how long we. But we went kind of long. It's fun.
I don't even know if that's audible to chat.
Did you see any other fun things on your hike besides mooses?
We saw many a tiger swallowtail butterfly, which was
Ooh,
exciting.
That's nice.
We saw some like caterpillars of some kind making sort of a silk cocoon. Well, not even a cocoon, like a web looking thing. I don't know what
Mhm.
kind they are, but it was cool. What else did we see, Isaac?
All right, we're ready.
Okay. Wait. Isaac said a lot of flowers, purple ones.
I love Rosie giving us technical names for everything. Isaac, lot of flowers. They were purple.
Well,
God.
they're wrecking me because I didn't know if they were, like, I couldn't remember what was lupin and what was penstemon, and now I'm very confused after I looked up pictures, and I think it was neither. So, I know.
So, Noozin, as the combat begins, Elrond looks at you as he finishes rolling up his sleeves to his forearms, revealing hundreds of tally marks on either arm. And he looks across at you both and he says, "Don't make this harder than it needs to be." And then he's gonna take off straight at you.
Oh wait, so the Elliot person is fighting us?
No, this is Allrond.
Oh, Allrond. Oh, I see.
They pulled Allrond out of his cell and put him up against us.
Okay, and he is just attacking. Okay, what's the turn order?
He is first.
Yeah, I got 11.
I got a 10.
Oh, well. Almost twinning.
Oh my god, twins?
Oh my god, almost twinning.
So he is going to dash or run. Like, the man takes off in a full-blown sprint. And before you even realize what is happening, Noozin, this man is in front of you. And
Okie dokie.
you watch as he runs, plants his feet, and just punches you in the side as hard as he can.
My armor class is... Well, I guess it would be 12 because I don't have my armor, so...
You do not.
I'm in a dress.
And you feel as he just plants this fist in your side. And does 10 bludgeoning damage to you right off the bat.
Okay. That's fun and funky fresh. I gotta say.
Ouch.
And then he is going to flurry of blows you.
That's rude. That worked.
That's not good.
I saw that.
This could hurt.
This could, in
Big
fact.
oof.
But he is going to deal 8 with the first hit.
Okay.
And 7 with the second one.
Okay.
And Noozin, it is your turn.
I still have... Okay, let me think. I guess... Elliot gave me Velkin when we left the room, and it got taken away from me, so the question is, would I have brought the other axe? Probably?
Well, he tossed you Velkin as you were entering the arena.
He passed it to me when we were walking down the hallway. Like, because then Roran summoned it to him when we walked
You're
out.
right.
Because Velkin was like, you need to get out of here, and then it was too late.
You're right. And then I didn't do his extra attack, but I forgot it, not you. So you're good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I am going to...
I would like to rage!
Yes, but I'm going to take a second, remembering what Lyra asked me for before the fight started, to dramatically rip the collar of my dress, and as I'm raging off, as if I'm, like, getting it out of my way, and throw it to the side behind me, off to the left, where I know Lyra is standing.
Noozin is only in a skirt now.
Well, not the entire top, just there's like a collar part that comes up. It's just the collar. Getting
you're
the collar
right.
off.
Just rip the collar off and throw it to Lyra. Are you
Yes,
throwing it to
yeah.
Lyra?
Not to her. I'm throwing it. I don't want it to be obvious that I'm giving her something. So the intention is to rip it off as if it's like a rageful gesture and throw it off to like the left behind me where I know she's standing, but like it's meant to go in her direction, but to be subtle so that no one's like, why is this person giving her a piece of her dress? Like, I don't want it to raise suspicion, basically.
Understandable.
Okay. And then yes, I'm going to rage.
Alrighty, roll me your D8.
We're going to rage.
How did you manage to hook your collar on my watch?
And then we are going to wild surge.
Well, hello, little puppy. Alright, roll me that D8.
I'm working on it. It was fighting me there for a second. Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry, my dog is stepping on me. Okay. Normal roll. That's a 6. Hold on, I don't have the chart pulled up, of course.
Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus.
Sick. That means that you have a +1 to your AC as well. Lyra.
Gotta try to keep that AC above a 12.
Thank you.
Yeah. A whole 13. Well, it's helpful for her at least, so.
Mhm.
And then I am going to take 2 swings with the regular ass axe that I don't have in my inventory.
I can fix that real quick.
Okay. I only have the +1 that
Yep. Nope.
Nom pulled out for me.
Taking care of it.
Cool.
I just need a regular great axe, thanks, game.
Like, no. You need a magical one.
That does seem to be what the game is trying to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I've added a great axe to your inventory. I don't know if it is equipped, but I will equip it if it is not.
It is not in my actions, but...
It is now.
Okay, cool. Yes, it is. Alright. So 2 attacks with the great axe. I'm going to step to the... I'm going to sidestep to... Actually, I'm going to sidestep over here. And do 2 swings with the great axe. Reckless, so they're at advantage.
Okay.
Roll. Alright, first one's a 22.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Damage. Ah, good to know that my bad damage rolls are continuing into this fight. 4 damage. We'll go for our second roll here. Advantage. That is only an 11. All right, we'll get him out of the way now. That was a 4 and a 5, by the way. Love that for me.
Lyra, you watch as Noozin swings this great axe down, and it almost seems to catch Elrond off guard, and he barely gets a forearm up in time to block the first one. You see that it does cut him, but not a lot, as his arm seemingly shifts to like hair grows on it, it grows darker, almost more wolf-like as he just changes the arm.
And then something you would notice when Noozin's wild magic activates in her rage, that there is a significantly more unhinged look to it. When she had Velkin, it was very controlled, and there was like a slight glow to her teal tattoos. But now it puts off little sort of electric sparks and seems a lot less controlled.
Okay. If it's possible to make eye contact with Noozin, I want to have Lyra send her a message that says, like, seems like you might be tough against attacks like that. But if it's not possible to catch her eye, I'll just do that when it is possible.
I did move to that side so that I could make eye contact with you, like, out of the side of my eye, so... She kind of, like, give a sort of snort nod that looks like she's maybe bracing against, like, pushing the axe against Alron, but it is an affirmation to attempt not to look like we are in cohorts too much.
Cool. Okay, is it Lyra's turn?
It is.
All right. I think that. Okay, so I guess I want to grab the beads subtly, and make it look like I'm maybe trying to hide behind whatever this is. It's
That
like
is a bush.
Little tree bush.
Little shrubbery.
Yeah. So like basically make it look like I'm really scared and just like, but I'm picking up the beads.
Okay.
And then is that a full action or an object interaction?
We'll say that that's a bonus action to pick up the beads, but make sure you
Okay,
move
should
the
I roll
character.
stealth?
You can roll stealth. Although Allron's not really paying attention to you.
Okay, yeah. I just don't know who's watching, and I wanted not.
We know at least the one big nasty guy up top.
Yeah. And then from here, I think I want to do magic missile. At Allrond.
All right. What level?
I'm going first for now. Yeah.
All right. Roll me that
Nice.
damage.
Did it do all? Must not have done all three, right?
Hang on. I'm looking. It did not. Roll me 2 more.
Cool. I wish it would let me click on.
Unless
the
you
same
just
thing
want all 3 of them to do 4 damage.
Well, of course I want that.
Okay,
but...
we'll do that then for speed's sake.
Okay. Cool.
Damn.
Because I think that's what it's saying. Is it like 3 darts?
Oh, 3 darts at 4 damage apiece.
Yeah.
Plus 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does say that. So I think that's a good assumption.
So, Noozin, you watch as from over your shoulder, these 3 almost bursts of light just punch Allrond in the side. And he kind of looks down at his side and he looks back up and he goes, I told you to make this easy.
Ooh, interesting. I want to make eye contact and say, what's the plan? Do you want us to hit you? Like,
He does not respond. He is focused completely on Noozin.
okay.
And then he is going to
Interesting.
punch her again. Oh, I have to roll the attack roll before rolling damage.
Oh my
hit.
god. Yes, it will.
And he is going to use a key point to stunning strike you. So roll me that.
Shocked.
Roll me that 16 Constitution save.
All right. Saves con. Go. Ah! Finally, my barbarianness pays off.
Amazing.
That is a 22.
Yep.
Not today.
Also, this damage does count as magical, Noozin.
Yeah, I know. I thankfully, as I have been playing a monk in the other campaign, I remember that his fists are technically magical at this point.
Fair.
So,
Magic hands.
what was the total damage for that hit?
5.
I did not. Wait, subtract that real quick.
He's going to hit you, and as he's swinging his fist, Lyra and Noozin, you would both see all of these tally marks glow gold. As he hits you in the side, Noozin, and you feel your side, like, temporarily go numb.
Mm.
How are you reacting to that?
Probably, I'd probably grimace a little bit and say, you know, your fists feel a bit more surprising than I anticipated.
A little sparky.
He looks up at you, Noozin, smiles, and says noted, and then hits you again. And he's gonna miss, so how are you blocking that one?
Well, just like he used his arm
Oh wait, doesn't
to
he
block
roll at
it,
advantage because you rolled reckless?
he does roll at advantage, yes.
Okay, before we do anything, let me roll that one more time.
Oh my god. You would roll a 3 and a nat 20.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's why, I mean, I understand the risks of rolling reckless.
And then he's going to flurry of blows you.
He already tried to use...
Stunning strike does not take a bonus action. Notes for you, for Squall.
That is
Stunning
good to
strike
know.
just says if you hit an enemy.
So that one was 11.
Oh my god. Sky, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think that you installed the
3 nat
client.
20s?
I think
I
you
didn't
installed the
install
client that
shit. I installed the
improves
client to
your
make your
rolling.
rolls better.
Well, I think you have the settings set up incorrectly because my rolls are still bad, and you've got 3 nat 20s.
Dream, 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 dream.
That was 19.
Oh my god, Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
And then that is going to be the end of his turn, Noozin.
All right, I am retaliating aggressively. With 2 more reckless attacks because there's really no reason not to. So damage. Oh my god, are you kidding me? You know what? I'm gonna use a luck point to reroll that. Fuck it.
Remember, you guys also have 4 rerolls.
It's fine either way. Let's just.
Lyra, as you're watching this, you see Arendelle walk up and stand next to Roran.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know how to use the lucky feat in this, so I guess I will just roll the great axe regular again.
Just roll it again. Yeah. There. See?
There
See?
we go. See,
It's
that's
not
why
just
I used
me.
the luck point.
It's not just
First of
me.
all, you've rolled 3 nat 20s. I've rolled 1. Okay, so the first
Honestly, the
right
fact that
here-
we've had 4 nat 20s in 5 rolls, though, pretty gnarly.
So damage, crit. Wow, I rolled a 1 and a 3 on the damage dice for a crit. And then a second attack. Reckless. Fuck it, I'll roll lucky again.
You got this, Noozin.
Apparently, I can't hit for shit right now. Nope, that was another terrible roll. Alright.
Well, remember to roll it recklessly, so roll it one more time.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the lucky
I'm
would...
allowing it.
Okay.
Why are you being such a grumbly lady?
Oh, well, I rolled an advantage that time, but...
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Oh, god damn it. I keep hitting the attack instead of the
Got
damage.
it. 19 damage.
No, but 13 damage. Finally, I roll a decent damage roll. Jesus Christ.
Alrighty.
Hold on. I actually have a bonus action this time because I'm not having to use my rage. So, let's try Hammering Horn. Well, okay. Do I have Hammering Horns?
You can still hit him with your horns.
Okay, with the nubs.
What's the roll for hammering horns normally?
For
damage.
It's not a damage roll. That's
it's
Goring Rush.
It's just a push him away roll.
It's a DC 14 strength saving throw.
You can still shove him off you.
Yeah, and it pushes him 10 feet away if he does not succeed. So strength save. All right, he's pushed 10 feet away.
There, or there, up to you. You want him to be at 10 feet or 10 feet away?
Well, I don't really have control over that, so it would be. Well, yeah, I guess it would push him a full 10 feet.
Okay, so he's here. And Lyra, it is your turn.
Okay. I don't know okay, I actually want to spend my turn doing a like perception check of the pit we're in. And I don't know, I just want like I don't have detect magic, but like any runes I see, any like is there an audience that's happening around us?
There is an audience around you. There are a bunch of gnolls and elves watching this from the sidelines.
Okay. I want to look in the crowd and see and well, first try to like memorize as many faces as possible. And then second, I want to see if I recognize anyone. And I want to spend like an action that.
Okay, roll me intelligence.
Okay, just straight intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Not bad, not bad.
So you
Dirty 20.
you notice not so much looking over the gnolls. You can't really distinguish one gnoll from another.
Okay.
But looking over the elves, you realize that you've seen almost all of these elves before
That's interesting. Where have I seen them?
at school.
Oof. Okay. Any that I like have talked to before?
In fact, as you're looking over the crowd, you notice that you're seeing some of the same faces twice.
Oh, okay. That is very interesting. Okay. And so that's my action, and I don't think I have a bonus action, but I guess let me know if I can do this turn as a bonus, or I'll do it next turn as an action. I want to like pick up a rock from here and try to throw it at someone in like one of these things in the crowd that I'm now suspecting are illusions and see if it dissipates.
I'll let you throw the rock as a bonus action.
Awesome.
Roll me a ranged attack. Do you have any ranged attacks?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Roll with a dagger.
Roll with a dagger. Okay. Oh gee, I've never found this on my spell sheet before, so 1 second. This is crazy.
Should be under your inventory. Oh, you don't have a dagger
Is
equipped.
it in my inventory? I have one in my inventory.
Yeah, but you don't
Maybe
have it
it's not equipped.
Now it's equipped.
Wait.
Now try.
Thank you. Rolling the dagger.
Dagger.
Did that work?
You have to hit attack.
Normal? Oh,
Okay, not bad.
that went surprisingly well. I thought that was gonna go way worse.
You yeet this rock into the crowd and watch as it bounces off one of the faces of one of the elves that you noticed.
Wait, so it bounces. Do they like react like they're hurt?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Bitches. Okay.
Damn.
I don't know. Interesting.
Scribble it down. Write that down.
Write that down.
Aldenrond is going to speak up and go, "The audience is off limits. Try that again and you'll regret it."
I was gonna say I could have cast Fireball. I don't.
Could have been much worse.
Alrond is going to look up at Arendelle as if waiting for him to point to one of you.
Sorry, waiting for him to what?
To point at
Indicate.
one of them. At Lyra.
The audience?
No. Whether you want. Yeah.
Point towards Lyra.
Alrond kind of looks at Arendelle's finger and follows it back to Lyra. And then you watch as his face just like goes like blank as he just rushes Lyra. And Lyra, as he runs at you, he comes straight through the bush. And just Superman punches you.
Okay.
What's your AC? Oh, he crit failed. You're good.
Oh.
Oh good.
Roll me a spell attack. What
Okay.
spell do you want to hit him with?
Ooh. I want to hit him with I think let's do Tasha's Mind Whip. That's her fault. Unless it has to be an attack. is
Go
for the
with
save.
an attack spell.
Cool. Let's
You can
see.
use magic missile.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. And maybe I'll upcast it. No, I'm gonna save those slots. I'm just gonna do a level 1 magic missile.
All right, roll damage.
Rough.
Alrighty. So you watch as he jumps up, and Noozin, you watch him run past you and jump over this bush at Lyra, and then you just watch as he is hit in the chest by bolts of energy and just falls to the ground prone.
I was like, ah!
And then as you guys are watching, he just like the ninja kick where you just kick yourself back up to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He does that and comes after you again.
Ugh.
And crit fails again. Roll me another one.
Oh my god!
We're having
Whoa.
simultaneously the best and worst rolls and nothing in between.
This-
Only nat 20s or nat 1s tonight.
Are you using one of those, Elliot? Arendelle?
Sorry, different computer. I'm trying to shuffle some things around. That is the question to you. Am I a divination in
You
this
are.
particular context? Okay. Let me just scroll the chat ever so slowly to the correct dice roll so I can see if I am.
A 2 and a 13.
I'm going to use the 13 and give it to Alron.
Alrighty. Noozin, give me a perception check.
Remember, you are still within 10 feet of me, so you still get a +1
She
to your...
is not within 10 feet of you. I guess
yes, she is.
that's not where you're at on my screen.
Oh, it's 15. Okay, fair enough.
Wait, so did I cast that second magic missile, or should I give myself the spell back?
No, you can still cast it. I'm still gonna let it do damage.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah.
That is a 12.
So, Lyra, you fire off the second magic missile, and you watch it hit Alron in the chest, but it doesn't have the same oomph to it as the first one did. As he seems to come down straight at you through the magic missile and delivers a punch to you directly to your face.
Cool.
And he is going to deal 11 bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh, I see. You got the roll. Gotcha. Cool.
Noozin, you notice that as he seems to overpower this magic missile, you watch Arendelle move his hand in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Noozin, it is your turn.
When I notice that, before I go to move, I point my axe at him and I just yell, "You're next!" And then I run this way so that I. Oh wait, I gotta go back to my.
So you got that juicy flank.
Yeah. Now I don't have to give him advantage on hitting me. I'm sorry I had to sacrifice that you had to get hurt in the process, but now I am attacking at advantage with both attacks without giving him advantage against me. Let's see if it rolls any better this time. Nope, still rolling like shit. Alright, guess I'll burn my last lucky. Just re-roll that bitch.
Maybe I'm just destined for naps today, Sky.
Apparently. That's better. That's a 20.
That'll hit.
2 14s. So, do the damage for the first one.
And you are out of lucky rolls now.
I am fully out of lucky rolls. That's 7 for the first one, and then...
So as Alron lands, Noozin, you rush up behind him and you just bury your axe in his side.
Oh yeah, I am pissed. The wild magic is crackling. I've brought my light show with me, so he's also getting a little bit blinded because there's just like I imagine it more like the electric wild magic that's like coursing out of me is snapping and cracking around me to in that way that like when you get like a static shock, it makes you flinch. That's kind of the thing that is causing him to for us to have a slightly better ability to stay out of his way. And then second one, that's a 16. That was 2 10s. The fuck? What is happening? Why do I keep rolling double numbers?
Roll damage.
All right. Normal. Much finally some decent damage rolls. That is 11 damage.
So, uh, look at the ability he just used. So he used Tipsy Sway. When a creature misses you with a melee attack roll, you can spend 1 key point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit one creature of your choice other than the attacker that you can see within 5 feet of you.
You fucker.
So, Noozin, you bring this axe up over your head to bring it down, and it looks like it's going to connect, and at the last second, Alron just sidesteps out of the way, and you bury your axe in Lyra's shoulder.
I look horrified.
Lyra, take 11 damage.
Hello. Taking 11 damage.
And then, Lyra, it is your turn.
Wait a second, why did my max go down? I'm still on my arcane ward.
Actually, can I try hammering hornsing him again?
That would push him through Lyra.
I mean, I guess I can't push him like diagonally.
I'll let you. You can come in since he sidestepped. You can hammer him towards the top of the map.
Okay. Strength save DC 14 for you. All right, it does not work. I tried.
So
I was like,
Noozin,
get this.
after you hit Lyra and you get out of this like moment of shock, you try to drive your horns into him, and you feel him catch your fucking horns.
It's impressive since there's not much to grab there.
It's a lot easier when they're not sharp.
I guess that's true.
Lyra, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay, so I just got hit by Noozin.
Correct.
Yes.
Hmm. I'm going.
So is your arcane ward gone now, Lyra?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay.
What am I gonna? I feel like Lyra is gonna disengage and just get out of the way as far as she can. There. And then yeah, and yeah, that's what she's doing. She's disengaging, getting out of there. Yeah. I think that's all for her.
Alrighty. Noozin, you watch as Alrond slowly, still holding your horns as you watch Lyra run away, just grabs your horns and pulls your head down while driving his knee upwards. That's Lyra. I don't want that one.
Wrong one. Oh.
And
What?
crit fails again.
Whoa. Are you whining? Oh my god.
Roll me an unarmed attack.
All right. $14.
So what he tries to drive his knee into your horns, and as he does, you lift your head up and kind of just throw him back away from you. As he lands on the ground, he goes in for an uppercut. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes, my AC is 13 right now.
Alrighty. And he is going to flurry of blows you.
Okay. So the first one was 8.
I don't know why it only gives me one roll for flurry of blows.
I don't know either.
Does it do that on Squall too?
I'm not sure.
So 12 more damage.
Alright, 12 total.
Yep, and he's just standing in front of you, bleeding out of his side, bleeding from his back. Just kind of huffing and puffing.
Yeah, Noozin is also, like, looking beat to shit right now. She is breathing hard. There is blood, probably dripping from her nose and stuff from all of the punches that she's taken.
He kind of looks at you, he goes, just go down.
I think I'd rather it be you than me.
Alright, it is your turn. Yep.
Yep. Reckless attack.
Okay.
Great axe. Bruh. That was oh my god, a 1
That could
and
have
a
been
9.
worse.
It was a 1 and a 9. It could have been worse, but Jesus Christ.
So I've
Second
had
one.
what, 4 nat 20s and 3 nat 1s now?
Yeah. Go. Alright, well, at least that one barely hits. That one was a 2
That
and a
one does
10.
not hit.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Neither of them hit.
So, Lyra, you watch as Noozin is just wailing down axe strikes, and Elrond is just barely getting out of the way of them, as they both continue to bleed onto the ground and bleed into the dirt that seems to just be absorbing it, almost instantly. And it is your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, I want to get a good look at, like, the pit that we're in. Like, what are the walls made out of? Do they look climbable?
The
Um,
walls of this pit appear to be like granite stone that has been painstakingly mined out.
Okay. Are there, like, holds in it? Like, someone could feasibly climb, or is it totally sheer?
You could try to climb it. It'd be hard, but you think if somebody wanted to and had like the time, they could climb it.
Okay, interesting. And my rock was able to get through to the audience. But yeah, I'm gonna have her do a action perception check on, like, what would be the best route up this, but not go towards it or anything.
Okay.
Just, like, have that information.
Okay. Roll me that perception check.
Okay.
Maybe next time we don't use 3, Rosie.
What?
You could use a reroll if you'd like to get a better
I
perception.
kind of do. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You can
okay.
use the reroll. I meant more of maybe next time we don't use 3 KKs.
Wait. Oh, oops. Oh my god. Oh my god. I do that every time?
No, literally just this time.
Okay. Anyway, I rolled low, deservedly.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
I got your head. I psyched you out.
Oh no.
You realize that if you could climb up onto one of these bridges, which would be a much easier climb, and got a running start, you could probably jump to the edge.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Do the bridges have a way to get on top of them? Or
They're made of a bunch of crumbling cobblestone, so they would be much easier to climb than the sheer face of the walls.
cool. Interesting.
Is that all you're doing?
Yes, I want to like also look at this fight and like I don't know. I guess I'm just not sure what Allround is doing, and maybe it might be too much for this turn because it might be another action. But at some point, I want to roll an insight on like what is the plan doing.
All right. Allrond looks up at you, Noozin, and looks at you and says, "Do you want to concede?"
I never concede.
He cracks his knuckles and says, "See, that's what we call a flaw." And then he's going to hit you again.
That will hit. That does it.
Lyra, as you glance back at this fight to see what the plan is, you watch as Allron steps in, grabs one of Noozin's horns, and then just drives an elbow across her face and sends her to the ground.
The crackling wild magic dissipates and the axe falls out of her hand.
He's going to stop, pick up the axe, and throw it away from Noozin. And then he just stands up and he's kind of looking around because he doesn't know exactly where he went. And he goes, "Lyra."
So Newson just went down.
Yep.
Yeah. I am
Oof,
dead.
okay.
If you
or I guess I should say knocked out.
he kneels down and he sets a knee. He grabs one of Noozin's horns and sets a knee on her chest. And he raises a fist up while still looking around the arena and goes, "Lyra, come out before I kill your friend."
So okay, yeah, she's not hiding. It's like in a wave. I don't know.
Why, hello there. Please don't
Hello?
kill my friend.
Yeah, please don't kill my friend.
He is going to look at you, Lyra, and he goes,
Mhm.
"They wanted you to see this, you know." And then he is going to flurry of blows and just beat Noozin to death.
Can I upcast shield like we talked about and put it on Newson?
Yes, it will add 5 to Noozin's AC, but he is still rolling at advantage.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
because
okay.
I used...
Well, no, because you're on the ground unconscious.
Yeah. Oh my god, I am very dead.
Oof.
So, Lyra, you upcast shield and you throw this shield out in front of you, and you watch as the shield covers Noozin as Allron's fist comes down, and you just watch as the tally marks on his arms glow as they hit the shield, and it shatters straight through it, and he just drives his arm into Noozin's chest.
Oof.
Blood spurting.
Quick, Sky, what's your best impression of blood spurting?
Like a noise impression?
Yeah.
I don't, what is blood, it sounds like water splattering on the ground.
Wait, I got something for this. Hang on. I'm going to share my screen so that they can also hear the noise that it's about to make. Combat. That was not the noise I expected!
No.
Why the fuck are these all... There we go. That one feels accurate.
Oh my god.
And he just stands up and begins to slowly walk towards you, Lyra.
Technically, that's only 2 death saves, right?
I mean, I can have him hit you again.
Well, he only has... Flurry of Blows is only 2 hits.
True. So he leaves you on 1 death save and just begins walking towards Lyra.
Yeah.
Lyra,
I mean...
or I guess Noozin, roll me a death save.
My god, dog.
Okay.
This would be a hell of a time for Noozin to nat 20 and bounce back on her feet.
That would
Be
be
awesome.
incredible. That is a 10. Does that
I think
fail
that,
or pass?
It's a success, I think.
I think
normally.
that's
I think
a
10's a success.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like the bait. Oh yeah, it is a success. It counted as a success. Blah blah blah.
Lyra, it is your turn.
Okay.
As your friend walks towards you, the tally marks on his right arm up to his forearm are just covered in blood.
I guess I'll just cast a fireball on him. I guess.
No reason not to at this point.
That's
As
true.
far as you're concerned, Noozin is dead.
Yeah, she's upsetty. Spaghetti.
Yeah. Upsetty spaghetti.
So, you see if dexterity save throw.
Not the most ideal thing to use against a monk.
Yeah, but that's alright. And I'm gonna center it like this so that we don't have
So that I don't.
in it.
It's. Thank you
Yep.
for not
Alrighty.
charring my corpse.
Anytime, buddy.
Oh.
Isaac, you doing anything? He's muted.
Yeah, he's been muted.
Listen here, I don't like buttons. They're too complicated. Sorry. Counterspell. Counterspell that there, fireball.
Rude. I'm gonna counterspell your counterspell. Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that.
You can do
It's
that.
a reaction.
Enjoy the wild magic, crazy.
You counterspell his counterspell, but there is no wild magic surge. I will roll that dex save. He failed. Roll damage.
Let's frickin' go.
Let's go! Lyra, pop off!
That is
Wait,
not
what?
damage.
Oh, I
That is
clicked on the
not-
dexterity saving throws.
Whoops!
28.
The fucking winner.
Alright. So you cast this fireball and it goes off and you watch as Allrond is engulfed in flames. Are you doing anything else?
Oh, I'm also moving away. I don't want to be here. See, how far can I go? 30
Get
feet.
out of there.
I also want to. Yeah, a bit.
You watch Lyra as he takes 2 steps out of this charred crater, still burning, and just dashes up to you and tries to punch you in the chest as hard as he can.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
And then give me a Constitution saving throw
Gotcha.
because he is going to stunning strike you.
Saving throw. Oh, a natural 20.
Roll me an attack roll.
Oh my
Oh my god.
god.
Okay,
Lyra is absolutely. She
I'm out
is
of first level. I have second level. Um.
Do you want to know how he's looking?
Yeah, I do want to know how
Not
it's
great.
looking. Okay, so I'm gonna cast magic missile at 3rd level. Oh wait, no, sorry, not 3rd level, but 2nd level. Oh, whiny girl. Okay. Yeah, it's 2nd level.
Everybody gets a whiny girl.
I know. Okay. There we go. Cast and then. No, I know I'm casting it at 2nd level game. Oh my god. Do I just I don't understand how to upcast it and it's angry at me. Magic missile. Can I cast at a Oh, there we go. I see. Go. Damage. That's pretty nice.
And how many darts do you get because you cast it at 3rd? 5?
Yeah, because it's an extra one.
Awesome.
So I believe.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh, I'm gonna lock eyes with Allrond and say, if you don't tell me the plan, I can't help you. In his head. And then just frickin' cast it. I don't know, like right into his chest because he's up close.
So he looks at you and he gets out the word I, and then you just magic missile him in the chest and send his body ragdolling into this fucking bridge.
Yep.
God damn.
As he just slams into the bridge and then hits the ground unconscious.
I win? Maybe? Lyra's gonna kind of look up to the I don't know, the guy who I guess took Velkin and just see, like, what are we doing? What am I doing? I won. I don't know.
Roran looks back down at you, Lyra. And he has one of his hands holding Velkin and the other one just sitting on the arm of his throne. He's just tapping a finger. And then he just raises a hand and casts sleep on you.
My nemesis, the sleep spell.
You
I'm
both
at 23.
Noozin and Lyra, you both wake up in your cells.
I wake up with like a gasp because I was basically dead.
Does Lyra know a sleep spell was cast on her, or does she just?
Roll me Arcana.
Kana?
You would be aware that a sleep spell was cast, but you would also be aware that it didn't actually resolve.
What does that mean exactly?
The spell never affected you, to the best of your knowledge.
But I still
You
lost
still
time?
woke up in your cell. You just woke up in your cell.
Okay, that's weird as heck. Do I see Allrond across from me?
No. Allrond is noticeably not in his cell.
Say, hey Noozin, are you there?
You'd know that Noozin was up. She'd be like sputtering and
Okay.
coughing, having just come back from the dead.
I'm gonna say, Noozin.
Noozin, you actually can't find any evidence that you were injured at all, besides the memories
Well, yeah,
of what happened.
Yeah, it's more of a reaction kind of thing. Like she's like coughing and catching her breath for a minute, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm here."
Lyra's gonna be just a little louder and say like, Noozin.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I guess I won the fight, but something weird happened. I lost time, I guess. There was a sleep spell, but it didn't seem to really get me. I don't know. Are you okay?
Question: is the collar of my dress still there?
It is indeed.
Oh, do
I
I
would-
have my thing?
From the collar?
Yeah, so in my pocket, I put stuff from the collar, and also I tried to squirrel away some of the components from the pouch that was given to me.
You have none
Mhm.
of that.
Do I have my memory?
Strips?
Yeah.
You do.
Okay.
Newson would probably like move over and sit with her back facing your cell and just say, "Well, my dress is still whole, so I guess that was another dream."
I don't think so. And Lyra sticks her hand. Well, no, she's not gonna do that. That's too obvious. She's gonna say, "Oh, might not all be for nothing."
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Are the walls between us made of bricks? PT?
They are made of like packed dirt,
Oh, it's just dirt?
more or less. Yeah, it's like So you know
Okay.
how dirt gets compressed so much that it pretty much becomes stone, like
Mm,
sandstone. It's that kinda.
got it. Okay.
As you
Um,
guys are talking, actually, continue. Just continue.
you think it wasn't? I mean, I feel like I died, but I seem okay.
But isn't that how the pits are supposed to work?
I mean, I guess. Like I said, the majority of what Minotaurs know about this place is all legend lore. It was supposed to be scary stories. So, and
S-
Elness never was willing to talk about it really. So,
hmm.
I know about as much as you do.
Question for the DM. Does Lyra think that it is possible to have a shared dream, or or also if she does that require like a lot more magic than just like the single person having a dream, or like what, I guess, like, does she have any information about the magic required to have a shared
Give me 1 second. I have to ask the DM. Hey, Aurora. Um,
dream?
no. Lyra would, both because she has been in one before the pits, know that shared dreams are in fact possible.
Okay. And are they harder to do, the dreams I'm
Roll
having?
me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah, you were in my dream right before we left.
Natural 20, bringing me up to a
Damn!
27.
The magical requirements for forcing people to share a dream involves somebody outside of the people who are sharing the dream has to be inside the dream making it happen.
Okay, okay. So then Lyra's gonna say, okay, it's possible that it was another dream, but someone else would have had to be in there with us. So we weren't the only real people. There was someone else.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess it could be the Elliot type thing.
Could be. That also makes, I guess maybe it does make more sense that it was a dream, because the audience, it was all people that I knew. And they were repeating. So it was like they were illusions. But when I threw a rock at them, they like reacted like they were hurt, which I have no illusions that I know can do that. Should have gone right through them.
Hmm.
So I suppose it makes sense that it's a dream if it's not acting like any sort of illusion I know.
Yes, I suppose hurting people in a dream, they'd still react at least somewhat normally.
Right, right. Or it just like wouldn't follow the rules of illusion.
Um, do we count wait, are we like when we wake up, are we fully rested?
Yep.
Okay.
As you guys are talking, you hear the door at the end of the hallway open, and somebody walks in.
Susan stands up as much as she can, which is more than she used to be able to because
True.
got nubs now.
Little nubbins.
Little nubbins.
Don't say that so sweetly.
Oh, look
Towards
at
your
him.
nubbins.
She's adorable. So harmless.
Anyways, Elliot walks down the hall.
Normal ass Elliot
Just,
walks down the hall.
yeah. Ah, you guys are awake. How are you?
Lyra's gonna be like, "Who are you?"
Well, we've known each other for long enough. I'm Elliot.
Susan just turns away.
I think that Lyra's gonna try her detect thoughts if we're making eye contact.
Okay. Is there a save?
What?
Is there a save? What are the component requirements?
Oh, true. Well, okay, so there's no component requirements because it's her feet. But there is, I think that I can read the surface thoughts, but if I try to go deeper, there's a save. There's a wisdom save.
Okay. Elliot, what are your surface thoughts?
Well, he's thinking he's going to go tell him about this wonderful dream he conducted.
Wait, what does that mean? Like, what?
That he controlled.
Okay, gotcha.
Remute your mic,
I wanna.
Isaac. There we go.
Sorry.
I'll
I
need
wanna
to sit
try
on
to go.
opposite sides of the room.
I like how I
We're
hear the
just facing
sorry.
each other.
I like how I hear
Just
the
look-
sorry not because he unmutes, but because I hear it through Rosie's mic.
Okay. Okay. So then I'm gonna go. Well, thinking about the dream. I want to go deeper and do the wisdom saving throw, and I'm looking for, is this my Ellie? Basically.
All right, give me a wisdom save, Elliot. And I need to look at how. You want to link me that, Lyra?
Yep.
We got ourselves a nice crisp 20 on that there wisdom save.
Okay, yeah, that
Oh,
saves.
damn.
Yep. So you're still only reading surface thoughts
Okay, and they're just about the dream.
about how Elliot conducted the dream.
Ooh, do I get any details on how that was happening?
Well, he was thinking about telling us about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not thinking about the details.
Oh, okay.
Well, how are you? Cast.
God damn, this is abysmal.
I love distant Isaac across.
Okay,
I
I'll
just
start
love how
reading.
Lyra's lighting up for it.
Yeah, that's the main problem. Lyra is both Elliot and Lyra.
You guys just got to use some hand signals.
There you go. This doesn't change anything, but this does.
Bro, I totally know how we're
Which
doing.
one are you in it for?
I totally know how we're doing the Lyra Elliot body swap episode.
Oh my god, we already made that joke when we did the other.
Alright,
This is going terribly awry.
kids these days with their hiking.
Okay, she muted. We're good to go. For some reason, the red light means not muted. Right, but the red light means you're muted. No one can hear you.
No.
Red is bad.
Carry on with the story.
Sorry. Anyways. Sorry, I need to have my finger over the mute button. Wait, well, how are you? How was the dream?
It was something. How'd you do it?
I think you're going to have to figure that one out later. But, you know, it does take an intimate knowledge of both you guys' backgrounds and the relationship we've shared for all this time.
Sure it does. So what is it then? Were you working for your parents the whole time, a spy?
Oh, come on. Did you really think I was going to turn on my entire family? Give up nobility, ultimate riches and wealth?
Well, not the silliest thing you've ever done.
I think it would be. Walking away from all of that? Are you kidding me? You've seen how big the halls are. The elves know how to celebrate.
You played fetch with like a kid for like an hour.
Yeah. Yes, well, anything. to stay undercover.
They're killing themselves.
They're killing me.
Um, while they're having their conversation, Noozin is going to turn around and, while looking at Elliot, use her magic awareness.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, it's just I open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of a turn. I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover, and I can sense what school of magic it belongs to.
So, as you activate your magical senses, you are overwhelmed with light from the bars of all of these cells.
Mm-hmm.
As there's very obviously transmutation magic on all of them.
Yes.
And then there is a lot of necrotic magic coming off of Elliot.
Okay.
Well, what do you see?
Well, I don't know a lot about magic, but I know that Elliot didn't have necrotic magic, so.
That you know of. Once again, the power of the elves is unbelievable. Like, with the concentration at the base of our world tree, now that there is one down and soon to be another one to go, we are going to get all of the magic channeled into this realm, and there's nothing you could do to stop me.
Bold statement from one man.
Yeah, well, that one man got literally all of the locksmiths together and captured.
Well, that's just untrue.
So you're saying that Lulin and Nom are here too?
Of course, they were all too happy to walk themselves into a prison to find you two. Your brother and your subordinate, apparently, just walked themselves into prison. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Well, I guess
All right.
it's your word against what we believe, and I just don't believe that
What, you don't believe what?
they
That
walked them,
Lulin would walk himself in here to try to rescue you?
that you'd be
What
able
about
to.
Lulin would be false about that?
No, I don't believe that he wouldn't walk himself in here. I just don't believe that you'd be able to stop him.
Stop him from what? He walked into a prison and got captured in a trap. You think I did it alone?
I think that you haven't done a lot of research on us. You think you have?
Oh, I think I know plenty. I have, after all, accompanied you for very many months. Brought
Very
you all
many,
here. Yes, very many. More than one, less than a million.
but not very specific.
You guys even told me who your closest allies were. You know, Lyra's mother, Kieran, your father.
Nugent just kind of narrows her eyes, but doesn't really respond to that.
Look, I'm just here for the pleasant reminder that you're imprisoned, there's no way out, and that I am in control of everything. And then he's going to cast sleep on the two of them.
All right. You both feel sleep overtake you as you pass back out. Noozin,
Okay.
you wake up strapped to your table again. As this version of Elliot walks in. And dragged in behind him is your father.
I guess I would have been staring at the ceiling because that's how I've been starting all of these encounters. And when I roll my head to see who he's brought in, it's just like there is definitely a sheer moment of panic in her eyes, and then and in like almost subconscious like pull against the chains, as if to like that she could just get up, basically.
Ah, you know, it was all too easy to find them in Oldfast after we captured the city. No, nothing. Even at the response of dear old dad.
I'm sure this is just more of your trickery.
Oh, I assure you, I can allow him to answer a couple of your questions if you insist. But we couldn't have you sending secret messages, so I think we'll have to limit it to just a couple. Choose your questions carefully while I prepare my tools. As he goes over and unfurls a leather wrapped bundle of tools across the length of the table.
Noozin,
How did they take the city?
we were betrayed.
Arendelle's just gonna scoff.
By who?
He goes to say the words, and you just watch as a rune on either side of this collar around your father's neck lights up and just shocks him as he tries to say the answer.
I thought you said I'd get questions.
Well, not those questions.
I just look back at my dad. Did they take everyone?
Everyone they didn't kill.
Are the other cities okay?
They already know about it. They already know about the Furbolg city. It's been under siege for 3 days. And they took the port before they got to Oldfast. Newson, you have to do what you can to end this before more innocent people die.
Just kind of like has a bit of a distant stare for a minute and just nods. Well, if your people have done all this work, what could you possibly need from me? I'm talking to you, pointy ears. She kind of pulls against the chains again.
Really? You want to use your second question on me?
Well, I mean, I feel that that colors the questions that I might ask.
Hey, Waverby, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
We're going to need you to tell us what exactly you did to the World Tree to petrify the armies.
Kind of lays her head back against the table. And just kind of grins and is like, it's just like elves to think that somebody had to influence a world tree to retaliate against your brutality.
We control 3 of the 5 world trees, and we know exactly what they are. They're locks. We need to know how you opened yours.
Well, if you know so much about them, then it seems like you shouldn't need my information, and yet here we are.
Well, I clearly do. And so you get to live. For now. And maybe I'll give you the sweet release of death when you tell me what I need to know. Or more accurately, dear old Pop here can have the sweet release of death.
Is it so? Are my chains magically reinforced? I'm assuming that I can't like roll against them.
You cannot. Remember, they are
Okay.
they're not magically reinforced, but they are bolted into this table. You can give me a
Yeah,
strength check to try to bust
I'm
out.
swole. Fuck.
First though, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Ah, yes.
The wisdom of Noozin.
The wisdom of Noozin.
You can try and pull against the chains.
Yeah. So what do you want me to roll for that? Strength?
Roll me athletics.
Okay. Not great.
You do not. As much as you pull against them and as strong as you are, they don't budge in the slightest
Mm-hmm.
as you try to break your way out of these chains.
Are you done with that again? I tell the elves to double check every time they put you in there. I wait for the day someone fails. It would actually become an interesting challenge.
I'd love nothing more than the opportunity to wring your neck for threatening my father.
Oh, I assure you it's no threat. I will carry through. Tell me how to unlock the trees.
But you've got so many at your disposal. Surely ours can't be anything special, unless it turns out you really don't understand them.
We never claimed to understand the trees. That's why you're here. We are going to use your understanding. Now tell me how to unlock the trees.
To work with the world trees, you have to actually respect them. Something that I don't think that you're capable of.
Oh, trust me, every machine can be broken. You just gotta find the right point. How did you break yours?
Don't break it.
Fine. We'll do this the hard way. And he's gonna start grabbing tools and going at your father.
Your father keeps a straight face for the first couple incisions and cuts and like pinches, but after about 10 minutes of it, your father is just openly screaming as Elliot just carves pieces off of him.
And he is, I assume, under a hold person effect as well.
He is indeed.
Okay.
The trees. I know you know how they work. I know you can tell me.
She's like trying not to look, and there's no I don't think there's any hiding the pain that she's feeling at this moment. But you know, she continues to kind of like pull against these restraints, but it is more of a like involuntarily like hearing her dad scream in pain. Her body is reacting in a attempt to defend him, and it's just she can't control it. And she's like, even if I'm telling you, even if I could tell you how to do it, you wouldn't be capable.
Well, we'll have to see. What good is a weaponsmith without his fingers? And Elliot's gonna go in for the pinky and cut it off. Where do I unlock the world trees?
You have to have an actual connection with them.
He goes in for another finger and repeats his question.
I can't explain what you simply can't understand.
Once again, another finger.
As he cuts off the third finger,
Right.
your father passes out.
That's just won't do. It's not as effective asleep. Someone grab a health potion.
You watch as one of the Warforged picks up a health potion and dumps it into your father's mouth as he stutters back awake.
So, the world tree, would you like to help us out?
Is that a rhetorical question?
All right. Goes in for another finger. I will ask again. How do I unlock the trees?
You lack the empathy to understand.
That's one hand gone. Let's start on the next. How do we unlock the trees?
She just like turns her head away because it's the only thing she can move. Ears pinned back.
Well, fine. Let's see if another dream will help you remember how this works. He's going to walk over and force Noozin a potion.
Okay.
Noozin, you gradually feel yourself slip away. Lyra, you wake up in a room chained to a table. Elliot walks in, and two Warforged drag your father in behind him.
We're just torturing all the dads today.
The moms are already dead.
Oof.
Yeah.
She's gonna sort of like softly say no. But what's the state
Roll
of her
me a wisdom save.
memories?
Yeah.
Yep.
We always forget to do that at the beginning of mine. They're just so
I'm
dramatic.
beginning to forget what's a dream and what's not.
Yeah, Noozin has not done well enough to be able to really determine either way.
20. Not shabby, not shabby.
Lyra, on the other hand.
Your memories are pretty well intact.
Okay.
You're
okay,
aware that
so-
this is a dream.
Okay, so she's like looking around. She's like, oh, such a bad situation. But she's kind of like repeating in her head, it's a dream, it's a dream, it's a dream, it's a dream, but not out loud.
As Arundel walks in, he opens his pouch and throws a book on the table. On the front of the book is just elegant leather with an imprint of a world tree on the front face. Now, Lyra, we found this here book on the thief.
I'm being confronted about my.
Rosie's having a moment.
We found this book on the traitor that you tried to save. Now we think we think you know him, and we think you know everything about the world peace. So you're gonna tell us how to unlock them.
Okay. And Lyra is going to just technobabble the life. Like, she's not saying anything, but she is talking. She's like, so the first thing you must understand is basic calculus. So if you're gonna take a derivative, you need to know the chain rule. Got it? So the chain.
No,
So yeah, so
continue.
basically she's just like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, so if you want to use the chain rule on like a regular polynomial, you're gonna take the exponent, multiply.
You have to remember, we were in the same classes, Lyra. I know this is all nonsense. You can't just repeat phrases and terms and proofs you heard in class to get out of this one.
You didn't go to any classes.
I still learned the content.
Oh, called out. When the nerd hits the jock with the "you fucking stupid."
So like I honestly just didn't know. Like I didn't know where to start because it's pretty advanced magic. And so you really need to start with the basics. So like if you just could let me know what level you're at.
No.
Have you taken groups?
Maybe if I give you a practice magical exam, then I can gauge your level of ability.
Of course I have. Now, this isn't some game. I have all the power, I have your father, and this isn't going to end well for you unless you cooperate.
I want to try to lucid dream again.
Roll me an intelligence check. DC 22. Unfortunate. You can change one aspect of the dream. What is it?
I want to, if I can, I want Elliot to be my Elliot.
The Elliot in the room does not change.
Interesting. Okay, can I choose something else, or is that it?
Nope, you tried to change Elliot. He didn't change.
What are you just gonna stare big-eyed at me, huh? What are you doing? You're thinking real hard about something, I can tell. If it's a way out of here, you're not gonna find it.
She's gonna cast Detect Thoughts, and it's in her head, right? So I don't care that I've used it today, or is that not how it works?
You can use it.
Okay, yeah, I want to Detect Thoughts.
What are you thinking?
Arundel's gonna counterspell.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that'll do that.
Yep.
I'll have none of that. Thank you very much. And besides, all you'd learn is where I start with dear old dad, as he pulls out a dagger.
Lyra is. She's gonna cast Fireball and hope it's a dream fireball on herself.
You don't have the material components to cast a fireball.
Okay, not even dream fireball.
Nope.
Okay. Damn. Okay. She's gonna yeah, she's pretty upset. So she's gonna like basically just try to keep telling herself this isn't real, and she's going to like answer questions that she can, but never with real information. So like if they ask, "Oh, how do you open the world tree?" she's gonna be like, "Oh well, you need to start with a detect thought spell on the tree," and then like
I'm
things that are
guessing
gonna be harmless, basically, and complicated and big, long, complicated like set of things you do.
we've learned anything from when Elliot cast detect thoughts on the tree. It could actually be harmful to the person casting it.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So that's kind of what she's doing. Like she's using her knowledge, what she does know about the tree, to do things that are either gonna hurt them or just like be totally benign to the tree.
Very well. We have a couple of agents in the field. I'll contact them now to try to see what the tree is thinking. As Elliot sort of leaves the room for just a couple minutes.
So can I use this time to try to change the dream again?
Sure. Roll
Since
me an
I was
intelligence save.
alone?
DC is still a 22. If you get a 20, I'll let you change one thing. You got it.
23.
You lucid dream.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So same thing. My Elliot's back. I'm in my comfy room. My dad is with me because I don't know. That's comforting. And and I'm again trying to like solve how the spell is working. And also, actually, no. Elliot is not with me because I think that he is actually real now, or at least controlling the dream. So he is off with the dream Lyra and still doing interrogation.
Ooh, you put him in his own little subsection of a dream.
Yes, I did. Um, yeah, and I think that Lyra, I'm gonna have her like break and say, what do I want to say? I want her to break down and say like I can't do this anymore. Like basically she is now not babbling about the tree, but like trying to convey that like her mental state is just broken. Um,
Okay.
that's what I want to be happening
So are
there.
you watching the interrogation room still from your own little dream area to
Oh
see?
hell yeah! I've got a little TV. And...
Okay, well now you're both dreams.
Wait, I'm what?
Well, we're gonna play through the interrogation.
Oh, okay.
Same.
Elliot's gonna walk back in the room looking pissed. We just got word back from our emissaries. They said they tried detect thoughts, and 4 died in a massive magical explosion. Why would you tell us to do that?
Lyra's gonna say, I didn't know. It worked for me.
What do you mean it worked for you?
I did it at the human tree, and it worked. It was nice. I asked about chlorophyll.
You asked about chlorophyll? You found an entity that has observed the evolution of this planet, and you asked about an energy producing molecule?
I figured it would have a really unique insight.
Noozin, while this is going on, you are in a dream of you fighting in the pits against your friends and family. Again, and again, and again, for what feels like months.
Are my friends and family trying to kill me?
Yep. So roll me
I feel like...
roll me 3 wisdom saves. One every
Okay.
2 months.
Okay. Saves, wisdom. Oh, the first one's a 17.
Not bad.
Second one's a 9. More on brand. And the third one's a nat 1.
So, gradually falling into this is your new reality as time goes on. To be fair, when I say your friends, I also mean Lulin, Nom, Lyra.
Everyone.
Elnis is there briefly.
Yeah. Everyone I've ever known and cared about, basically.
Yep. The only person who's not there is Lyra.
It probably... Oh, and Elliot? Or Elliot would be there as well.
Elliot's there, but he's always
Okay.
watching from the stadium.
Yeah, I probably with the starting role and being like that wisdom, I would let them just kill me over and over again in the beginning. Like I would just sacrifice myself, but after 2 months, it would be really hard to like give into that, and I would be like, it's a dream, so if I kill them, it's okay. And so I would start fighting back in the 4 month, the 3 to 4 month mark, and by the 5th and 6th month, I would be like full raging wild magic spewing off of me, like fighting
Desperately
for my
trying to
life.
kill all your friends.
Yeah, fighting for my life because I've lost touch with the fact that it is a dream.
Okay, back to this little interrogation.
We ended on chlorophyll. What?
You're the one controlling the dream, Lyra.
I want this to play out like it should play out because I don't want to give him any information that I know it's.
Okay, fine. Chlorophyll. That was the one question you decided to ask. And, I don't know why I'm surprised. I did, in fact, watch you go through school and ignore all of the fire magic and divination magic. For what? Like, pesky little plant growth experiments? Little potions? God. Oh, it's so frustrating. All of your potential. You had so much potential, and you let it all go to waste.
My magic protects the people I love. I don't think there's anything else better.
You're gonna hear a crying dog for just half a moment, but
I hear crying dog constantly.
Oh, she's so
well, that's fair.
We're babies.
True. Oh, she's so cute. Anyways, as evil Elliot is going to. Okay, fine. So you detected the thoughts of the tree, and you were fine. What else have you done magically to this tree?
Well, after I detected thoughts, we like talked for a little while. It seemed really nice. I don't know.
You talked to the tree, so it has a soul.
I mean, I don't know. Hard to say. It did talk a lot about chlorophyll, but I did ask the question, so
Do you know of any other spells that are effective against the tree?
okay. I want to. So, do I think that other mind magic is gonna backfire? Like with my knowledge of magic, do I think I should say other mind magic? Um.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, our DM is gone. Okay, never. Well, what?
He said roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check. I still have my mic. Oh, that's a 23.
You're pretty sure that anything that would tap your mind directly into the world trees would not go well for anything that lives less than 1,000 years.
Okay. I was like, maybe you just need a stronger connection with it. Like maybe some like more powerful mind magic to like link you to it.
Okay. That might work. More powerful magic. Perhaps it's a species incompatibility. What are you, a Kalistar? Is that what you said?
I mean, you know that if you're Elliot.
Yes, well, to be honest with you, the plights of humans have long since bored me. So perhaps we can use another Kalistar to access this tree. We'll see what we can dig up in our prisons.
She's gonna say, well, I don't know. I mean, Lulin was able to do it too, so.
I'm sorry, who is this Lulin?
Maybe another
As
friend of mine, but he's a minotaur, so I don't know. And also, I don't know. Like, I feel like there was an elf too that could do it.
No, this Lulin. I have another prisoner who is particularly attached to a Lulin. Would you perhaps know his last name?
No, I didn't pay attention.
I don't believe you. Speak up.
You're trying to give me a hint or something? It was speak something.
as this is happening, Lyra, and you're watching this like through kind of like just like a portal in the dream realm that you've hidden yourself away in. A human figure walks through the door behind this Elliot, looks at him and says, "You fucking moron."
He goes, Lulin Bull Speaker, as a tick on his arm lights up, and then he turns around. What?
Drop the fucking act. Do you not see what's going on here?
This is an interrogation?
Not a good one.
I sure am trying.
Lyra's gonna go, now look, those are very hurtful words.
The figure looks over it, the one on the thing, and goes, "I get so exhausted of this," and just snaps his fingers and casts Power Word Kill on the thing on the table. So
I think can I still control the dream?
yes.
Okay, basically, like, I guess Lyra just doesn't really want to see that, so she is going to, like, she knows it's fake, but she doesn't really want to see it. So she's gonna, like,
Well, Power Word Kill
have.
you just die.
Oh, okay. I guess that's not that's gruesome as it could be. She's just gonna look away briefly then. Back.
When you look back, this human is looking at Elliot, and the dead Lyra is on the table, and he goes, "I don't feel like talking to you. Change back into your actual fucking face."
Oh, what? You don't just love Elliot? As he starts changing back.
So the figure shifts until you guys are looking at what is very obviously a changeling.
He's gonna go, Boss, I thought we needed them alive to get this information. How are we gonna break those world trees?
Well, we need them alive to get the information, but what we also don't need is you contradicting yourself. When they wake up, they are in cells next to each other. Or did you forget, since you only ever spend time in La La Land?
Look, I have a lot of realities to keep straight.
I have a lot
You
of
have to
realities
grind.
to keep straight. Do your fucking job.
Look, I'm sorry, boss.
If
All right,
you
I'll do better.
if you give me any more excuses, I'll send you back to that fucking world you came from.
Please, I'm sorry. Look, I'll do better. I promise.
You fucking better. And he walks out of the room as the dream outside of your little room that you've saved yourself in dissolves away.
Can I get a description of the other person who walked in?
You can. The human that walked in is about 5'10", really tanned, like looks like they were a worker or a servant, very like hard worked looks to them. Some beard and then long brown hair in the elven style, but very obviously a human.
Okay. And then I guess, like, because I was lucid dreaming, can I feel that this person is different than the other things in the dream? Like, do I know that they're real for sure, or do I just
You do
make
not,
my own
unless you
connections?
try to reach out and touch their mind.
Okay, I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
All right, so you are now inside of this little safe bubble that you've created for yourself.
Okay, then I think I'll take an hour or two to sort of like calm down, um, and kind of like think very carefully about this, and also come up with like some plans for next time.
Your dad is
because-
still in the room with you.
Oh, hey, Dad. Hey, Dream Dad.
Dream dad.
Long time
Well,
no
Lyra,
see.
you're so kind, but I think I'm just an average father.
You know, yeah, you're so right. Oh, I didn't mean that. Okay.
Excuse me?
I did not mean that. I don't know.
Me
I
and
was
your mother
okay.
raised you to respect your elders, Lyra Dream Shadow. That was
Sorry.
unneededly cruel.
I'm sorry, Dream Dad. Okay.
How about we just stick to dad?
Okay. Anyway, so, jeez, yeah, I'm doing this whole thing.
Bjork.
She screamed.
She loud. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna like talk this through with my dad. Like, so it's this dream. I think they're torturous, but there's real people in the dream. Sometimes, but not always.
Like you and me.
I hate to break this to you. I don't think you're real, but anyway. So moving on.
Lyra, of course I'm real.
Wait, can I do my Okay, well, so I've used it once in the dream
Can't use it
already.
again.
Okay, yes, I want to use it again then. I want to detect thoughts.
No, I said you can't use it again.
Oh, can't. Okay. I'll say there's no way for me to tell right now. And I just kind of think you're not. I really hope you're not, actually.
You hope I'm not real? Lyra, I'm your father.
I mean, in this situation.
What? We're in your room. This seems fine.
Yeah, it's much worse than that. And then she's like, well, whatever, help me figure this out. And then she's kind of like explain like what she knows so far. She's not like giving any, she's kind of being careful not to say any information about the world trees that she has, but only information that she's learning about the dream. So kind of like, yeah, there's real people in it sometimes. And I think they do want information from me, so it is sort of an interrogation, but then they're like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like an alternate history.
He walks over to a desk in the room, and he pulls out a piece of charcoal. And he says, Lyra, let's talk this out like when you were a kid. And he pulls one of the blinds down over one of the windows, and on the blind is a bunch of charcoal drawings of like magic spells he helped you with as a child, math problems, him teaching you how to read and write. And he goes, so what do we know, Lyra?
Okay, we know that there are real people in the dreams, but not everyone in the dreams.
So he writes real up on the board, and he writes your name and his name under it, and then he goes, who else do we know is real?
Okay, so there's someone who's wearing Elliot's face, but it seems like they're changing.
He writes Smelliot underneath your name.
Nice. And then there was someone else who walked in who I think is also real because they like berated the fake Elliot.
He writes
they're
big
human?
bad evil guy underneath
Yeah, that's
Elliot's
great.
name.
So true. So I think they're real. And then they wanted information. They want information about the tree. And I think I kind of fucked up a little bit, but hopefully not too badly. I don't know.
Who do we know is fake?
Sorry?
Is there anybody that we know for sure is fake?
Well, there was another Ellie that when I tried to read their mind, it was my own thoughts. So I think that sometimes he's real and sometimes he's not. Yeah. And I guess we haven't seen Nam was dead here, so I don't think that's real either.
He writes Nom underneath the fake people.
And then there were some like just random like guards and like a bunch of people at the graduation. Also valedictorian. Anyway.
I'm so proud of you. And he writes ADE with a period after each letter up on the board under fake.
ADE. Wait. Does that mean?
He looks at you and goes, assorted dream entities.
Oh, nice. Okay. So true. Um, but sometimes I'm able to take control of the dream. Um,
Draws a separate box and he says, when have you been able to do this?
well, first I have to really work hard to like realize it's a dream because it's kind of confusing. It tries really hard to like replace my old memories with these memories. Um, and
He
then
makes
so
a
after
separate column and he says, so what questions can we ask to find out if we're in a dream?
um well, so far I've just been using um my mind reading stuff, detect thoughts, because some if I
Writes
do
it
it at
on the
someone who's
board.
not real, it bounces back at me and is my own thoughts.
He writes it on the board and he says, now, they might catch on to that if you do it too much.
Yeah,
Because he
especially if I do it on
counterspelled you,
them.
didn't he?
He did.
So,
Um,
let's look at the things that you know about dreams to be true and not true. Have you seen anything referencing, have you seen any sort of writing while you've been in the dream?
no, I haven't. It was actually messed up. Well, except for this, I guess.
Well, this is your head.
Right. Right. I can write in my own head. But no, it was messed up. Even when I was trying to write and the dream was still happening.
So he writes down find writing under the ways to tell if a dream is fake. Have you asked anyone what the date is?
I haven't, but that's a good one.
Scribbles it down
Although
underneath.
if I ask a real person, they might have an answer.
Puts a question mark next to it.
Yeah. Um,
Do you
okay,
do you
okay.
have any friends in the dreams?
Well, I thought Nom, but that Nom was dead. I mean you?
Yes, I'm already under real people, Lyra.
Okay. Oh right, okay. Yeah, not really, I guess.
Any
Well, I've turned Elliot into my Elliot before, but I'm wary of doing that again because I think that like I don't know if I'm doing it to the real person or not and if they will notice.
well, if you can change them, I would believe that maybe it's this other person running the dream when you can change the Elliot.
Oh, I see. So that Elliot is not real when I change him.
Maybe?
Okay. We'll
Have
table that. I
any of
think it's
them
safer to
noticed
not.
that you weren't in a dream? Or that you knew?
Not so far. Not so far. I don't know what happened the first time I did it because I didn't know anyone was in the dream, so I didn't take any precautions. But this time I took precautions. This time I put like another one of me in the interrogation room so that they didn't notice I was gone.
Okay. Can you cast magic in these dreams?
It seems like it. I don't know, but I don't know if it's actually using my magic. I tried recently actually, but I didn't have the components. But I want to be careful because I don't want to cast it in the real world accidentally.
Hmm. That could be dangerous. And he kind of puts risk. He writes up risk.
Hmm.
And then he realizes he doesn't have enough room left, so he pulls down another curtain and just continues on it.
Yeah, yeah, and I make another curtain so that we have like a couple. Actually, no, I've changed them to blackboards because I like chalk. And
He kind of looks at the charcoal in his hand that is now a stick of chalk and just goes, okay. And he writes risks using magic. Now, have you felt any sort of pain at all when you were awake?
ooh, did I like? Did it hurt in the arena?
It hurt, but not when you woke up.
Okay, so we had a dream that was maybe a shared dream between me and News.
Who is Noozin?
That's my friend. Oh, she's not in the dream. She's in reality.
Okay. And he writes Noosin because he doesn't know
Oh,
how to spell it.
yes, E, but like
As you go to
news.
make the correction, he looks up at it as the letter just shifts to a Z on the board.
Nice. Okay, so we love spelling. Anyway, so Newson's in reality, I'm pretty sure, but also sometimes we share dreams, I think. And it hurt in the dream when we were fighting, but then it didn't hurt when we woke up in what I'm pretty sure is reality.
Pain in dreams slash not in reality. And he puts that under ways to identify a dream.
Hmm. Oh, but I think it would hurt in reality too. I don't.
You might be right. And he scratches it off.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, but this is good. I think the writing will really help me.
Do you think you could trap them in your dream?
Maybe. It seemed like they were able to turn it off pretty well here, but I could try. But I think I'd want to try when I have a plan of escape. And I thought I had kind of an idea of escape, but I think it was um a dream pit and not the actual reality. So I'll have to be careful that if I trap them in a dream, we know how to get out of our cells.
But you've never been to this pit before. Awake, as
Maybe.
far as you know.
As far as I know, we've never been.
So it would make sense then that regardless of whether or not this pit was real or in a dream, they had to base it off something real.
That would be a lot easier.
So
In which case,
maybe if you can control the dreams long enough, or you can play through them long enough, you can get a layout for this facility you're in without having to leave the dream world. You just have to
oh,
convince
that
them
is
that you're
good.
playing along.
Okay, that's really good. Okay.
Well, I'd hope so. These are your thoughts.
Right, Dream Dad. Okay. Ooh, okay. And I think I can probably what if I can get to be like this again where I'm controlling everything about the dream. I can probably release my other self from her chains, but make it look like she has done that. Um and then if I can also like if I can affect the world, I think I should be able to give this Elliot or this changeling that's here some misfortune in trying to grab me again. And then they would have to fill in what's outside of my cell.
So we know that there is, and he starts drawing on the board. He draws like an oval. He goes, "This is your dream."
Yes.
Now we know that this, and he draws another oval below it, is your friend Noozin's dream.
Yes.
Somehow, and he draws lines through both of them, your dreams are connecting.
Right.
But we also know that there are more real people. So
Mm-hmm.
if we factor in those layers and he draws more circles underneath, what we need to get you to is from your dream or Noozin's dream into their dreams. Because if you can fight them
Right.
in their heads, you're not fighting in yours.
Right.
So what you need to do is turn the tables on them.
I'm gonna try.
Now,
Dad.
you should probably
Dream
wake
Dad.
up.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
they're going to expect you to be awake.
Thanks. And she's gonna wake herself up.
And you and Noozin both wake up at the same time, having had vastly different experiences.
Yeah, jeez.
I think that Nuzin, having been fighting in her dream for half a year, would probably wake up quite violently. Um, you'd probably hear a pretty significant um crash against the like opposite wall, and heavy breathing, like scrambling, just total like panic.
Lyra is gonna like hear that commotion, um, and say, Noozin, are you okay? What's happening?
Um, Noozin probably like whip around and just say, "What? Who's there?"
It's Lyra. I'm in the other cell, and she'll stick her hand out so you can see her fingers.
And she's just like, you just hear like heavy breathing, as she just like, I guess you hear the hoofs like walk over as she kind of like peers out a little bit. She can get closer to the edge of the bars than she used to be able to right now. Um,
That she can.
right, right, Lyra, yes. W- And she just like sounds super disoriented, like very, very unsure of every
Lyra's gonna
word.
ask, "What did you dream of this time?"
The I dreamt of when the elves captured me and tortured me for information about the world trees. When Arendelle tortured my father. But then he forced me to drink something, and then I was just fighting for my life for months. It was just endless. Every person that I've ever known and cared about was trying to kill me, and at first I thought it was a dream, but it just kept happening, and eventually I had to fight back, and I didn't want to kill them, but if I didn't, then they would have killed me. And she just kind of like you hear her voice like break. Probably truly the most unsettled you've ever known Nuzin to be, as you just kind of hear like her footsteps stumble back, and then you hear a loud thud as she kind of like falls down to the back of her cell.
Lyra's gonna hold her hand out, like as far as she can, and say,
Mhm.
"I'm really sorry. I'm gonna get us out of here, okay? And all those dreams will just be dreams, and we'll be back in reality, okay?"
I don't know what's a dream anymore.
Okay. Here's mm, um listen, I they're watching us. So I can't tell you as much as I want to, but have faith that I'm gonna get us out of here, okay? No matter what's the dream and what's not. She's gonna hold her hand out further as far as she can.
Newson kind of scoots forward in her cell and like right next to the wall sticks like just like the bare forearm of her arm out since it does not fit between the
No,
bars very
no.
far.
Is there enough room for us to hold hands?
We hold
There
hands.
is.
Yes.
We hold
Just
hands.
As you grab
okay.
each other's hands, your cells begin to
Mhm.
shake briefly, and then the shaking subsides.
I don't know what that was. And Lyra's
Eh,
gonna use her other hand to um okay, so she's gonna take one of the strips of fabric from her, from her clothes. Not one of the memory ones, just a different one. She's going to use prestidigitation to burn it so that she has like charcoal in her hands. And then she's going to try to write like hello on the floor.
You write hello on the floor, and your cell shakes again briefly as dirt falls off the wall between you and Noozin and leaves something written in Draconic.
Okay, so the words are staying. I can read them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna wipe out the hello, and then Lyra's gonna say, "I think there's something written on our cell wall." What's? And she's gonna stand up and try to wipe the dirt off.
When you wipe the dirt off, it becomes clear that there is a very simple message in Draconic carved into your wall. It
What's it
says,
say?
"We is coming. No worry."
Hell yeah. Okay. She's
Noozin, the
going.
same thing is written on your wall in Minotaur.
Is it something she can rub out, or
Yep.
if not, she's gonna pack dirt back onto it?
You can rub it away.
Okay, cool. Rubbing it away.
Noozin, what do you
We
make
have
of
some
that?
more friends.
Were the kobolds included in
They
my...
were indeed.
I would probably see that as a threat. Then, like, I would probably back aggressively away from that wall and kind of slump down and probably just like, thank you.
There he is. There's my favorite white boy.
So Lyra's gonna say out loud, "It's like we might have some friends doing."
Your interpretation of this is different than mine. Noozin just kind of says shakily.
It's gonna be like, if you can, you need to trust me, okay? Good.
Elrond's cell still appears to be empty, by the way. Like, you can
Elrond's
see
cell?
the entire cell. There's nobody in it.
I do wish I'd know where Elrond is, though.
Well, I don't really have anyone else to trust besides you. I mean, after what I experienced for the last 6 months, I don't know if I could look at anybody else.
Okay. Well, look. Even if you're not able to trust me at some point, I'll still get you out of here. Okay?
Newsom just kind of sits looking at that message and kind of leans her head back against the back wall and lets out a sigh.
Lyra's gonna say, I think that this is reality. This one.
Honestly, I hope you're right, because I'd take nothing over everything else right now.
Yeah. And Lyra is going to kind of close her eyes and sort of practice sending her mind magic like out, because she's like, basically she wants to work on the idea of like going from her dream into someone else's mind. Like, I feel like she wouldn't know how to do that right off the bat, so she's sort of experimenting a little bit with like both like combining her spells, like both her mind link and her detect thoughts and just sort of like experimenting with all the mind magic she has. I think that's what she's gonna spend her any like time that they have doing. Oh, you are so muted.
Thank you. You cast Detect Thoughts. Sorry, I muted to ask the girlie if she wanted scratches.
Very
So
good.
you cast Detect Thoughts, and Noozin, what are your surface thoughts? Because
Wait, so is
you're
this working
wide,
even though I can't see her?
you are wide ranging it.
Ooh.
Noozin would be you'd probably get flashes of I guess it's not like imagery, but thoughts of people's names, like Nam, Lulin, Elliot, people that we've met, people that you haven't met, maybe people that I've mentioned, my parents, Ironhoof, um, the kobolds, and it's just every time one comes up, it's like there's this instantaneous like fear that rises up, and she like moves on to the next one, and she's just like looking for some comfort somewhere, and there's just nothing, and then she thinks about you, and there's very little like she's like, Lyra, the person in the cell next to me says we're gonna get out. I don't have anything to lose, and that's kind of it. It's just that cycle of like panic, and there's this like you can definitely feel this like unraveling probably of her, like the magic that she has, even more so than like the last time you saw it where it was kind of crackling. um her lack of understanding of how to wield it is like getting weaker because of this inability to tell the difference between reality and dreams.
Okay. So
You
you know how
also,
like oh yeah.
as you are ranging out with your mind, you begin to pick up the whispers of a conversation that somebody is having somewhere near you.
Oof, this is so hard because I wanted to do something for Newzan, but that seems
So
really
you have the
important.
option to do something from Noozin or listen into this conversation.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna listen to the conversation. Because we need to get out of here. That's the best medicine is to get out of this place. So I'm gonna pass over Newzan and try to zero in on this conversation.
You know, when I pulled you out of that cesspool of a plane, I was assured you would be better at this.
Look, I'm doing my best, all right, but it's hard to keep so many realities straight.
What, two?
Well, yeah. Plus reality. Look, just tell me what I got wrong, sir.
You're contradicting yourself.
Where?
Asking one of them what Lulin, if they know a Lulin, like you don't already have the information.
Yes, but she's not supposed to in her dream. She never met them. If we did this right.
If we did this right,
Sorry, sir. If you did this right.
if I did it right. So I'm the one messing up. And you feel from the second mind just like a wave of fear.
No, I meant not you
No, no,
specific,
no, no,
but the
no. Clearly, your failings are mine.
well, that's not what I. I'm sorry. I'll keep it straight. I swear, sir.
If you have something that you'd like to say, just say it.
No, it's a good plan, and I screwed it up. I should have just
I'm
no just
giving you the opportunity that was given to me to be pulled from the gutter and turned into something more. I can put you back in the gutter.
no, sir. You know that would be death. I can't go back there. I'll get it right.
Or maybe you'd prefer to spend some time in a cell.
Oh, please, no.
Well, it would be beneficial for you, wouldn't it? To know what they're going through so you can frame your questions better?
Look, I started too
Don't you
steep on
think
the.
that would be beneficial?
I started too far for the cow, but I think the 6 months in the pit will help put her back in the place she needs to be. And Lyra is eating out of our hands, sir. I don't see the problem.
Eating out of our hands. As somebody who's waited hand and foot on royals before, I don't think you quite understand what you're talking about.
No, but she's telling us what we need to know. She's telling us about the trees.
Well, perhaps I should have you taken to one then. After all, if she's eating out of our hands, all the information she gave you should be accurate, right? You should just be able to reach out and touch a tree's mind. You can turn
But we
into a
need more.
Star. That shouldn't be a problem.
We need more. Look, just give me another couple weeks. I can get through. I can get the information we need, and we can be done with it.
You have 3 days.
What? That wasn't the timeline at all. What?
No, it wasn't. But their friends are a little more persistent than I gave them credit for.
Yes, of course. I'll have it done before they get here.
If it's not done in 3 days, I will make sure you can never leave that form again.
Yes, sir.
Now, what have you learned?
They seem to be able to interface with the trees. I've successfully turned the Minotaur against the others, at least beginning to. Elliot for sure. We're working on the others with the pit. I think next we should try to break her will with Lyra.
And did you figure out where the other prisoner escaped to while you were enjoying your little dream game?
No, sir. I don't think they know that he got away.
Then perhaps it's time to turn yourself back into a kobold and get back in your cell. Let's see what they
yes,
have
sir.
to talk about the rest of the time.
I'm on it.
And the conversation cuts off, Lyra. As the conversation cuts off, you watch as the kobold emerges from the back of its cell and starts picking at the bars with its little rock again.
Wait, which cell?
The one 2 down from Allround.
2 down from Allron.
It was like, so Allron was directly across from me.
So,
and
like,
then
if it was like a
was-
Z,
Mhm.
they are 2 cells to the left of the one across from you.
Gotcha. And
You can just hear them picking away with this rock. You can't actually see them.
okay. So I wouldn't know that. Okay, I can hear picking away with rock. Okay.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that that's a kobold. Noozin would, though.
Noozin's probably just flinching at the noise.
Yeah, Noozin, every time you hear this stone hit the bottom of this bar, you just have another flash of either one of your friends killing you or you killing one of your friends.
After probably like 20 minutes, I just rush the bars with like a loud clang, like knowing that I can't break through them, and just be like, and just yell, "Will you cut that out?"
The kobold looks up at you. Sorry, and just kind of retreats back into its cell.
Kind of throws her hands down to her sides, frustrated, and starts pacing in the cell.
Lyra's gonna say, oh, I don't know what she's gonna say. She wants to like say something comforting for Noozin, but she's not totally sure what. She's gonna say, look, their next move might be to give you some dreams about it just seems logical because they've done dreams about everyone else. But know that that's a tactic they might use, okay? I don't know through it.
She just kind of nods and says, okay. I mean, you said they made me forget you. So why would they do that now?
um, I don't know. It just seems like something they might do. She can't say a lot, can she? um, says it just seems likely. I mean, they went through all of our other friends. You know, I mean, we all adventured together, and if everyone else had a turn,
How do you react to that, Noozin? The
What?
line, we all adventured together.
Well, she's told me that I forgot her before.
That's
But
fair. I forgot about that part.
yeah. Like the moment I didn't know who she was like, we're friends. And I was like, I don't know who you are. I guess we didn't get into the details.
Yeah.
And you know, that's where the devil is.
Mm-hmm. She would be like, I guess that makes sense. You did say that you knew me. So we were 5.
Mm-hmm. You, me, Elliot, Nom, and Lulin.
Kind of flinches at each name.
Oof, she can't see that.
Yeah. It's hard to think about. She just kind of you hear her kind of sit down near the front of the cell again after pacing for a while. Um and she slides her hand out of the bars again.
Oh yeah, Lyra's holding her hand, and she says, "I know it probably seems like I don't understand it all, but I probably have a better understanding than you think. Um, and I think that the only way to fix this is to get out of here and go from there. You know."
I you know, I don't have a lot to go on, but I do know that I trust people quite easily. And sometimes that's been bad for me, but I feel like I should in this instance, despite everything inside me saying I shouldn't at the same time. And she kind of like it. Like if we're holding hands, like she'd probably like gently close her fingers.
Yeah, she'll give you a little squeeze back too.
Yeah.
So cute. Okay.
As you guys are holding hands, the door opens and the Warforged with the food cart begins pushing it down again and sets a bowl in front of both of your cells.
Bottoms up, and Lyra's gonna eat her food.
Yeah, you both realize that
Actually,
it feels like you haven't eaten in weeks.
yeah, Lyra. Oh yeah, we both missed our meeting.
Yeah. Noozin probably like take a sip and then just realize how fucking starving she is because she's like
Noozin,
400 pounds.
when you take your first sip, you realize this tastes like beef.
Well, I've never tasted beef.
Aha, but you did on the airship when they fed it to you and didn't
Oh,
tell you.
Oof.
I did. I'd be aware that it was beef.
Yes. Although it does feel a lot more lean and muscly.
I think. Oh man,
Would Noozin eat it?
would Noozin eat it? That's the
Lyra, are you eating
question.
yours without question, or are you not eating yours?
I feel like I like would not think about it, you know? And like
Mhm.
I feel like she wouldn't even remark because she's eating for it. She only
Yeah.
stopped. Yeah.
It's a normal flavor to you. You're like,
Yeah.
this is slightly meaty.
Mm-hmm.
I think more than likely what would happen in that instance is that Nuzin would be so hungry that she would throw the entire thing back like as fast as possible and then actually understand like what she was tasting in that moment and then probably throw it up.
Yeah, so Lyra, you wolf down all of yours, and you hear Noozin do the same, and then you hear Noozin start vomiting.
And then I think she would realize, um, and say, "Oh God." And she's going to say, Nuzin, I'm so sorry.
So you said it tasted like beef, but it was leaner.
And much more, like, muscly.
Did
How
it taste exactly like normal beef?
how plain of terms do you want me to put this in?
I mean, it's more I'm
Let me
explaining
just
the
put it this way: there's no cows in the pits.
yes, like the thought process that she would go through in that instance of it was beef. Wait, and then there would probably be more. Like there's nothing to vomit up, but like she is just
Dry heaving like a motherfucker.
yeah, it's like
All four stomachs working overtime.
yeah, and like she probably wouldn't respond to you purely because she's in like true like panic mode. Like she'd probably be crying. It
Noozin
would be
is distressed.
yeah. Distressed, I think, is putting it lightly.
Yeah, I don't know what Lyra's gonna
As you're hearing news and retch, and you're kind of like thinking about what to say, Lyra, the door opens and all you hear is whistling. Just
We can't hear you whistling.
like
ah,
not picking it up.
Yeah,
just
Mike
do
Or
cleared it
maybe
out.
Discord doesn't.
do 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 do. As the human just casually walks into the hallway and looks at you both.
Interesting. um. Okay. Lyra is going to try her best to.
I whistled and Doggo was like, "That was a call for me."
Oh my god. Yeah, but
I'm
Lyra's
here
just like
now.
trying to not show that she recognizes him at all. Because I'd give everything up. So she's just kind of looking at him curiously.
He looks at you, Lyra, scoffs, walks to in front of News and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not enjoy the meal we prepared for you?"
Newsom would switch from 0 to 100 in about 0.5 seconds. And it would just be like instantaneous rage, like full rage drop. Um,
Roll me a D100.
including D100. Okay.
Yep. Whatever the effects are, they are confined to your cell.
47.
All right. Doggo, you are not being helpful right now. Alrighty. What'd you roll? 47.
Mhm.
Uh, as you just rage out, Lyra, you can see the sparks of energy flying through Newson's cell doors. as Noozin, a unicorn, appears in your cell.
That's awesome.
Like, hit the bars, full rage, and then like realize I'm hearing extra hoof steps, and I turn around and see a whole ass unicorn in this cell that's not even big enough for me.
I would argue that it pushes you up against the bars.
Oh my god.
The man is standing at the bars just far enough away from them that when you reach your arm out, you can get almost close enough to grab him.
I try.
He just sits there and just watching you try, and after a while, he just begins to chuckle. Oh, so strong. Physically.
It's easy to laugh when you're standing outside of magically reinforced bars.
Isn't it? I think so. You might not want to be so angry, though. If you're not going to eat, you'll need to conserve your energy. How did Lulin taste?
I can't move, right? Because there's a unicorn in the cell.
Pretty
I
much.
think you should eat the unicorn.
I vomit on him. Just
Is it
goes straight.
sparkly?
It just goes straight through the bars.
Roll me a ranged weapon attack.
I don't know if I have a.
Actually,
ranged
I'm just
weapon
going to have
attack.
him make a dex check, because I'm just going to call that a breath weapon.
AoE, baby.
It's a 15-foot cone.
He got a 19, so he just steps out of the way as a couple drops of, like, spittle land on his boots.
Yeah.
Because there
she'd
wasn't a whole
probably,
lot
like,
left in your stomach.
No, and she'd probably like slide to the floor after that.
How?
No, like straight
Literally
down,
just
like on
drop-
her knee.
Just dropping forward, legs just splayed out behind her as she's underneath this unicorn.
On her knees.
As the minute ends, the unicorn disappears.
Yeah.
Kind of crouches down in front of your cell. He looks at you, he goes, I can't believe the elves went to war with you and your kind of everything. Talk about hitting down.
Go for another grab. If he's close, if he came in close to the cell.
He didn't. He just crouched down where he was standing. He's
Oh,
being
okay.
very careful to not end up in grabbing range of the fucking Minotaur.
Got it.
This
Got
man has
it.
this man has played this game before, and from roll me perception.
Okay. Nat 20! Let's go!
So you can see a scar running up his neck from beneath his shirt. That implies that he's playing
He
this
got
game
gored.
carefully because one of the times he played it wrong.
Makes sense why he would dehorn all the Minotaur that come in now, too.
Yep. Now, where should I send you next? It doesn't matter. And he stands up and he walks over to Lyra's cell. He crouches down in front of Lyra's cell and he goes, Lyra Dream Shadow. Elliot used to not shut up about you. But I guess that's good, considering which side he ended up on. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Oh, I can't. Well, you're all muted, so I can't hear anyone. But
Sorry, we're internal talking.
Sorry.
okay. I'll go back to taunting Noozin. Let me know when you're ready.
Sounds like a plan.
When Lyra
No,
doesn't
thanks.
when Lyra doesn't respond, he just goes, "Oh, you're no fun," and he goes back into looking at Noozin in her cell, and he goes, "Well, come on, get up, make another grab at me. Third time must be the charm."
I just after noticing the scar on him, I'd say, well, what's the point when somebody's already given you your first gore mark? No wonder you take everybody's horns when they come in here.
Oh yes, you only make that mistake once. I think his name was Elnis. Anyways, there's no reason to talk about that now. What I want to know, News and Stormborn, is why all this fight isn't oriented in the right direction. You know what friend betrayed you and sent you here. Would you hunt him if I promised to let you out? No more battles. No more endless fighting and killing, being revived and killing again. All you have to do is kill one little bastard for me. And that's it. Does that sound like an offer you're ready to take?
Nuzin kind of like sits back and looks like she's like contemplating it for a minute, and then leans forward and looks the guy in the eyes and says, I don't fight for spineless skin bags like you. And then just sits back again.
No, that's right. You fight to protect people. Isn't that right? That's why you joined the Minotaur military. You wanted to protect people, right?
Yes.
He holds up his hand as magic starts to play between his fingers and he goes, So, what if I told you your options were to kill the bastard or I kill Lyra? Would you fight then? But you don't even really know Lyra. After all, you're the only one in these cells, Noozin.
No, she's not. Kind of up.
Oh, she isn't. So, you're not just a figment of her imagination. Noozin, you didn't just make her up. You definitely knew her before you came here, right? And if she was one of your friends, you would have seen her in the fights. But the only reason she wouldn't be there is if she wasn't actually real.
Nuzin just kind of like shakes her head a little bit.
I was gonna say, look, I don't think anyone can prove that they're real. I don't think that's like it's more of a philosophical question. Because I mean, like you could be not real as well. Anybody could be not real. But I internally experience myself to be real. So
Oh, you and dear old dad both. He said the same thing when they brought him here. But eventually he came around. Now, come on, Noozin. There's nothing for you here. Come on now. It doesn't need to be hard. You just say you'll do the thing, and I'll let you go. It's not a complicated question. Don't hurt yourself trying to figure out the answer. I'll even give you your horns back.
What sense would it make to have me murder one of your helpers, one of the people that's here helping you torture us?
Maybe I just
Justify
don't
that
like
choice
him.
to me.
Maybe he hasn't been doing a good enough job.
Well, you haven't been doing any job, so
Oh, I've been doing my fair share of work. I've been working my entire life. Building to the moment when those who oppressed me and my people come crumbling down with the world around them. And if not, Noozin, if you decide that I'm not worth the effort and this isn't worth the fight and, none of this is really something you want to do, I can always put you back into the pits for another 6, 12 years, decades? Minotaurs live a long time. But you wouldn't last that long, because your magic's already not doing what you want it to, is it? Your magic's collapsing, your friends have tried to kill you repeatedly, and they're going to continue. You don't actually have any friends, Noozin. You're just useful to people as long as you're pointed in the right direction. That's why they stick around. That's why none of your friends came to rescue you initially. That's why you made up Lyra. You needed somebody who could be there when you were at your lowest, because Lord knows you've been there for everyone else when they were. But nobody actually comes for you. As soon as you're not useful anymore, they just drop you, to send you aside.
Man, this guy is a dick. Sounds like my own intrusive thoughts.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Noozin's starting to shake her head and step back from the bars and kind of
You succeed, so you are not under the effects of a hold person spell.
I think the best option is heckling. So she's gonna he was saying man, this guy is really mean. I bet he was a grade school bully on the playground
He
because he
casts
felt very
silence on your
small
spell.
himself. Do I get to make a save or is it silence?
I think silence is an AoE.
Okay.
So he just casts silence
Can
on
he
your
talk
spell.
still?
So yeah, he can. He can find it to your cell.
Okay.
So you're talking, but no words are coming out.
and I can't see.
He looks at
Actually,
Noozin,
wait,
he goes,
can I counterspell?
you have components to counterspell?
Oh, actually, yeah, I don't want to reveal yet. Never mind. I will not counterspell.
Mm.
He looks at you and he goes, come on, Noozin. Maybe you should ask Lyra. If she's real, she'll answer.
Noozin kind of thinks about that for a minute. She's already distressed. She's trying to keep it together, but
Can I hear him?
You can hear him.
Okay, then I would stick my fingers out and wave my hand.
When you stick your fingers out, he smiles at Noozin and says, there it is, and he grabs your forearm, Lyra.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Just what's happening?
He looks at you, he goes, you find the funniest things going over prisoners' cells while they're being interrogated.
So he's just holding my arm there?
He's holding your arm in a death grip as he's looking at your hand, and he goes, wow.
I want to cast Thunder Wave on him.
Counterspell.
Okay, damn.
And he goes, there it is. There's the magic I knew you've been hiding. These fingers look infected. Should probably do something about that.
Lyra's gonna try to pull her hand back in.
When you
If he's
try,
close enough to hold Lyra, and I could
you
hold
can make
Lyra's
you can
hand,
make a grab for him.
I would.
Oh,
If
hell yeah.
he threatened Lyra, I would make a grab.
Uh, okay, so we're gonna roll contested dex checks just to see who's faster. So
Dex
roll
check.
me a dex check.
And can I assist because he's holding
Double
on to me?
sevens. I don't know who wins
What is that? We tie.
So I guess instead of doing what he's gonna do, he's just gonna let go of Lyra's arm and step back.
Yeah,
Okay. Pull her hand.
I scare him out of it.
Also, you still can't talk, Lyra. You're still in the silence.
Yeah.
Well, I think that
So-
answers your own question, doesn't it? To the realness.
Unless this is just another dream. You would never know.
Prove that it is.
What would you like to see?
If it's my dream, then I should be able to see things that only I know about.
Okay. So just think about what you want to appear and it will. Roll me a wisdom save.
15.
Alright. So think about what you want to see.
I think about um my first this is going to be kind of a traumatic memory, but it's one of the few memories that like I didn't share with anyone, which is my first time going out into the plains and being attacked by gnolls. It's where most of my like scars, my visible scars came from.
So as you're
Um,
thinking about that, he goes, "Really? Knowles? Come on now, Noozin. There's Knowles everywhere here. That's too easy. Think of something better." But how would I know that if this wasn't your dream?
she frowns a little bit and instead,
You see, Noozin, you don't actually have any control here. You are, well and truly, for the first time in your life, powerless. And I'm just offering to give you power back. Velkin didn't want you, but that doesn't mean that our side doesn't. All you have to say is yes. And all of this can be over.
you know, Velkin may not have stayed with me, but there's one thing that you two share in common. Your uncanny arrogance.
Oh, I'm not arrogant. I know exactly where I stand here. I have, unlike your old dear friend, I wasn't on top of the world for 2,000 years. I was picked up by an elven family and turned into a servant. It really was only happenstance that I was going to speak to Elliot. Arendelle. That's the name he likes now. But I promise you, when I'm done and this war is over, the elves will still lose. You'll get everything you want. I just might need you to kill a few people along the way.
For someone who tried to convince me that the people in my life only care about me to point me in a direction and have me wreak havoc, you're certainly asking me to do the exact same thing.
Oh, I'm not better than those people. I'm just the one who's here.
Well then, if nothing else, I want better for myself than what they and you offer. Even if that means I have to stay here forever.
Then you enjoy this next part. And he waves his hand in news and you pass out.
All right.
Lyra, he drops the silence spell on you.
Okay. Is he saying anything to me?
No. But you heard everything he just said to Noozin.
Guess. She's gonna say, "Can I take the deal?"
No.
Why not? This Elliot has been torturing me too.
Yes, but you still have something to live for.
Do I?
Well, your father's still alive.
I don't have any proof of that.
No, I suppose you don't. But you're not really the big fish in this pond. We want
Well, I
your
mean,
friend.
maybe that's true. Sure.
She's useful. She was a locksmith.
True enough.
You have no connection. You are a tool to be used.
I like helping out.
Well then, if you wouldn't object, we can just move your cell. By the time
Well-
Noozin wakes up, you won't be here anymore, and I'll have all the evidence I need that you never existed in the first place.
Well, what do you want from me then? Obviously, you're threatening and not doing.
I want to know why you broke so easy.
My dad was there. I wasn't gonna see him hurt.
Of course. And that changes everything that happened before that point. How? You were willing to kill and die for your convictions when you tried to free Nom. So what changed?
Yeah. Nothing. It's the same through line. I was willing to kill and die for Nom, and I'm willing to do anything to save the people I love. I think I acted completely consistent.
Maybe. I guess we'll never really know, though. And he just walks away. And that's where we're going to end session.
Who are
tonight.
you? Oh, wait, I want to call after.
Oh,
Who are
okay.
you? What's your name?
Oh. No concern of you. You'll never get to tell anyone. Me and Elliot are old friends, though.
Oh, I'll bet.
You'll see him soon enough.
Sure, I will.
Just hope he remembers you the way you remember yourself. And he just walks away. And that's where we're going to end session.
Damn.
Surprise Tuesday session.
Surprise.
Tuesday. It is Tuesday. My
I
God.
was like, more? No, I'm gonna die. Can't too much D&D overdose.
You cannot overdose
I need
on
time
too
to have
much
think.
cow time.
I need time to think about what she's gonna do.
Did
Well, I mean, the next session I think is going to be more focused on the rest of the group getting the opportunity to.
It will be a very heavy rest of the group episode.
I feel like Claire's got this. I don't know.
I think she does. I think she does.
Yeah.
Pretty good. There's standing outside with me, like,
Like so.
where the fuck were you?
Can we talk about though when the role play gets a little too much like my prior career?
Oh no. But yeah, that was fun. Oh my God. I was very happy with my nat 20. I was sick.
I think you
That
are
was awesome.
playing. What do you think of the scene with you and your dad, where he was just giving you your own thoughts?
Oh, that was awesome. That was so also
was
it
so
very much
cute.
helped me because like yeah, like it very much helped me like organize everything.
Well, that's how I figured that Lyra, as a kid, would have solved problems. Is her dad would have helped her.
Yeah, absolutely. They
So
totally
that when
make-
she goes to her safe space, that is the safe space.
Yeah. Yeah. And like out of character, I'm thinking he's real. In character, I think Lyra still is like I think fake.
I was just a dream guy.
Yeah, just a dream guy.
I'm gonna leave
Oh, I
y'all
don't know.
with so many questions.
Yeah.
I love you and Isaac having a whole ass conversation. I was just watching you guys have a whole conversation.
What was that about? I'm curious.
I don't know. What were we talking about? It was something. Oh! I was saying that it was really smart to give Lyra two options when she was doing her mind thing, because what I was gonna have her do for Noozin was I was gonna have her. So you know how like if I delve deeper, they know I'm there if I
Mhm.
fail. So I was gonna do that, but fail, choose to fail, and then just like have a comforting present.
Aww.
Yeah, but then I was like, wait, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta have the information.
Yeah,
I know, I'm a real bastard, aren't I?
I know. Bastard.
Noozin gets force-fed Minotaur.
God,
She
that's
willingly ate
Gets
it.
well,
Oof.
yeah,
yeah,
but with no other options after not eating for what felt like weeks.
yeah.
And then
So
being
timeline
told
wise,
nobody cares about her.
in Red Pit's time, you guys have been in here for like 6 months.
Oh, so for even for Lyra, it feels like 6 months.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Writing that down.
Yes. Because
But
time
I guess it feels like a
it
year
feels like
for me
even
then.
longer for you.
Yeah, because I'm having these dreams that are spanning over months and months.
What did you think of the other information you got from their little meeting that you listened in on?
I'm gonna have to go back and like rewatch it and take really detailed notes because like it was so much.
I dropped a lot of information there.
Yeah. I
Lyra,
was like
Lyra has all the
writing.
information, and Noozin is like, I've been fighting for my life against the
know!
people that I love.
So
And Lyra
in character,
like
I gotta
cannot
know.
communicate.
In character, how close did I come to convincing Noozin that Lyra wasn't real?
Oh, I think that Noozin is definitely questioning it. If he hadn't made the bad choice to grab her arm, she probably would have, especially if she had directed a question to Lyra and then Lyra wouldn't have been able to respond. And then if they'd moved her, she probably would have believed it.
Fantastic.
But he did grab her arm and then let go of it when Noozin grabbed at him. So that
do
was
you know what
concrete
spell
evidence.
I cast on you when you started thinking about what you wanted to see?
Detect dots?
Yep.
Yeah.
Use the exact same thing that Lyra's been using this whole time.
Yeah, but Noozin doesn't understand magic that well,
Yeah.
so.
True. That was a good session. I feel like we're ready for next week now. I feel like we're at the
Yes.
proper point.
Yeah.
Really needed that second episode tossed in there.
I don't know how. It's gonna be interesting when we do get out to roleplay Noozin being only trusting of Lyra and having fearful reactions to everybody else.
Fair.
Fearful to aggressive, depending. Because at this point, not only has Elliot tortured her, but everybody except for Lyra has killed her in her own dreams, and she has had to kill them all too. It is going to be it's gonna be like we're all going okay, it's time to sleep, and News is gonna be like, Lyra, can I sleep near you?
Oh, that's so cute.
You're gonna have like a pet cow. Like, have you seen those TikToks of like people who have pet cows and they like sit on their backs and like scratch
Yeah.
their backs? That's
Yes.
gonna be Noozin.
Oh,
She's gonna be like, this is my only person. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
literally, coffee in the chat. Literally, Lyra's gonna get everyone a therapist.
Lyra's like, okay.
Okay, we are traumatized. Uh,
We're gonna work on that.
mhm. uh, well,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So,
are we saying our names?
we are.
Are we saying our names?
Thank you to our players. We have Arendelle, played by
Imagine.
It's me, Isaac, but evil. Wait, no. Isaac isn't evil. Arendelle is evil.
nailed it.
We missed out on so much goatee this session, though. It's so sad.
We did. We have Lyra Dream Shadow, played by,
Rosie, one Rosie CS on the internet.
and we have Noozin, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea, doing traumatized cow things.
Alrighty, everyone. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Thanks for having a good time. We will be live again on Sunday to see how this all plays out. I guess
I'm just so ready for Elliot, Lulin, and Nam to have to organize themselves alone.
Sure.
I am immensely excited.
It's going to be interesting. I'm ready.
Until then, I'm going to toss everybody over to Misfit Table, so go show some love, drop some emotes,
Heck
just say hi, be happy. And
Give
until
some
we
love.
see you again, everybody have a good rest of your summer, and stay cool, find a pool, and stay techno. We'll catch you then.
Bye, everyone.